Hey guys, it's Melissa. I am going to talk about our storybooks and chapter books. So here we have a Billy B mystery. We also have Billy B Brown, and which is the same girl, but this is the one I'm talking about is for the younger version. And we have Hey Jack, and those are very beginner books, beginner chapter books, and they're friends, so they're in each other's books. So that's pretty cool. And then you get a little bit older, not too much. This is still like beginner pictures on every couple pages or so. And then we have Amy Wild Animal Talker, which is for older. And then Penny Dreadful. There's about four of the Penny Dreadful books, which includes 3 stories in each book. So, pictures and words. Cute book. And then we have The Last 13, which is again for the older kiddos. We also have The Debt, so they're for young adults. The Last 13 is part of a series where you start with 13. The number 13 is the first book in the series. Here is one of our illustrated stories. These are so awesome. They have the padded books with the ribbon bookmarker. So like this has a bunch of stories in it. So like The Masked Pirate is the first one. So here that is with cute illustrations. And I have this one because I have a little boy, but we have quite a few of the illustrated stories. We have like Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales. Okay, sorry, my camera stopped recording. So I was just gonna say we have illustrated stories for girls as well. Just a whole bunch. You can find them on the website. We have the Big Book of Little Stories, which is again just like that, just not the padded. It's just like a board book with the ribbon bookmark again. But this book is so cute. Has like Little Red Riding Hood, Little Miss Muffet, the Gingerbread Man. So again, just really cute illustrations, and just takes you through the stories. There's just some examples. Jessica's Box is a really cute picture book. It shows her in a wheelchair, but never once is it discussed in the book. It's never even implied. She just wants to make friends on her first day of school, you know, or during the school year. And she takes a box to school with something different in it every day, and it's not working. So she decides to put herself in the box. I'm trying to find the page where she does that. So here she is. She just wanted to put herself in it. And at the end, her grandpa said, you must have had well, she makes a new friend. And so her grandpa says, you must have had something very special in your box today. And she said, I did. It was herself. Super cute. Bears Don't Read. As you can see, I also posted a picture of this in the party itself. This is one of my favorites. My son loves it as well because I always do the voices. Like there's a few different voices in here that you can do. But it's really cute. This bear finds a book in the woods and decides to go find the owner. And the town, you know, his family's like, no, don't do it. And the town's all scared and stuff. And then the cops are called. But the little girl and her mom show up. And they said that, you know, the mom's like, I'll be responsible for him. And the little girl is learning to read. So she wants the bear to read as well, to learn to read. And towards the end, or at the end, he reads the book. And then It just shows that, you know, just the power of reading. And for George, that was just the beginning. So, Teletubbies, super cute. It is a point of view story where there's two different sides to every story. So she tells her side, he tells his side. It's really funny and cute. But so at the beginning it says, I was walking home from Grandma's house through the deep dark woods when I spied a strange little beast. He was stuck up a tree and whining sadly. So I decided to rescue him. I will call you Fang, I told him, and I wrapped him warmly up in my scarf and carried him safely home. Okay, so that story finishes. So now the other one tells his side. I was hanging from my favorite tree, singing happily to the birds when I was ambushed by a terrible beast. She growled at me and tied me up and carried me off to her secret lair. And then that side finishes. It's really cute. Okay, then the last two I just want to share are two books that can really start just the imagination. Different stories with your kids, different point of views. Like the You Choose. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? And it just shows like any place that you would want to go. So then your child, you know, decides where he wants to go and you guys talk about that. Or, you know, good memory maker, you know, like you were camping last summer and that's where he would go or she would go. Who would you like for family and friends? And then you can go through that and pick those. What kind of home would you choose? And what would you put in it? And there's other questions as well. And just imagine, can you imagine being big? Big enough to have to take a bath in the pool or to sleep in a circus tent, or your teardrops are like raindrops? Or would you like to be small? Imagine being made differently, not really human at all. And then it just goes through stuff like that. Imagine being an animal living in the wild. Would you like to live underground? Imagine how that feels. Or would you like to whiz around on some kind of wheels?